Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to learn about the fifth chapter, linear equations in two variables, and in that we are going to learn practice set 5.2 part 1. There are many sums in this exercise, but we are going to study it in parts so that it becomes easy for you all to understand. So there are three sums in this video. The remaining sums will be recorded in the next video. So let us proceed. In an envelope, there are 5 rupee notes and 10 rupee notes. So there is an envelope and there are 5 rupee notes and 10 rupee notes. Okay. Now the total amount of these notes is 350 rupees. So in that envelope, we have total 350 rupees. Now we don't know how many 5 rupee notes are there and how many 10 rupee notes are there. Yes. So we say that let there be X 5 rupee notes and Y 10 rupee notes, because only one 5 rupee note and one 10 rupee note will not make 350. So there are few 5 rupee notes and there are few 10 rupee notes, and the total of whose will be 350. So if I want to find out how much does a 5 rupee note give us, how much amount does a 5 rupee note give us, so that value will be what? 5x. Yes, because if there are, say, one, if there is one note, then 5 ones will be 5 rupees. If there are two notes, then 5 twos will give us 10, so 10 rupees. Okay, if there it is 3, there are 3 notes, then 5 threes will be 15. So like that, there are many notes in this 5 rupee notes in this envelope. So we say that let those number be x. We don't know if there are 5 notes, 10 notes, 15 notes, we don't know. So we say there are x notes of 5 rupees and there are y notes of 10 rupees. So if I want to find out that if I want to form a first equation according to the first sentence, then in this envelope 5x plus 10y will be 350 rupees, because see this 5 rupee note, and how many 5 rupee notes are there? X. So 5 into x will give us some value, plus this 10 rupee notes. We don't know how many 10 rupees are there. So 10 into y, 10y will give us 350 rupees. So this is going to be our equation 1. Okay. Now what is the second condition given to us? Let us have a look. Now the second sentence says that the number of 5 rupee notes are less by 10 than twice the number of 5 rupee notes. Let us follow the sentence properly. Okay. So first I say the number of 5 rupee notes. So let us see what is the number of 5 rupee notes. The number of 5 rupee note is x. There are x 5 rupee notes. Are less by 10 than twice the number of 10 rupee notes. So twice the number of 10 rupee notes means 2y. Twice, for twice you will have 2, and for 10 number of 10 rupee notes you will have y. Okay, then so what is given here? The number of 5 rupee notes. The number of 5 rupee notes are less, and then the twice the number of 10 rupee notes. Okay, because it's given the number of 5 rupee notes are less than twice the number of 10 rupee notes. So 5 rupee notes are less and 10 rupee notes are more. And by how many rupees it is less? It is less by 10 rupees. Okay. So it is less by 10 rupees. So what is the number of 5 rupee notes? Okay. So the number of 5 rupee notes will be, what is the number of 5 rupee notes we have written up? It is x. Yes. So x is greater than twice the number of 2 rupee notes, which is 2y. And by how much less it is there? It is less by 10. So if I write down this in the form of equation, we always write bigger number minus the smaller number. So here the bigger is what? 2y. Yes. So 2y minus x is equal to 10. So when we rearrange it, we get x minus x plus 2y is equal to 10. Okay, so this is how we get two equations. We saw the first equation in the previous slide, and here now we saw the second equation. So let us see how are we going to write down the sum. Okay, so we say let the number of 5 rupee notes be x and the number of 10 rupee notes be y. So the value of x for our notes of 5 rupee will be 5x, and the value of my notes of 10 rupees will be 10y. Since the total is 350 rupees, the equation will be 5x plus 10y is equal to 350. But this can be reduced. If you see 5, 10 and 350 are divisible by 5. So we are going to divide all of them by 5 and we are going to reduce this equation. So when 5 is divided by 5 you get 1, when 10 is divided by 5 you get 2, and when 350 is divided by 5 you get 7 and 0. Okay, so this is our first equation. Then we already saw for the second equation we were having 2y minus x, yes, is equal to 10. So we rearrange it and we write down it as minus x plus 2y is equal to 10. Now we look whether we are going to add or subtract these equations. So if we want to add, we need to at least one variable with opposite sign. Okay, if we have such condition, then we can add. So here I have 1, in equation 1 I have x, and in equation 2 I have minus x. So I'll say by adding equation 1 and 2. So this is the first equation and the second equation. X and x gets cancelled. 2 plus 2y becomes 4y is equal to 80. So 4 will go on the other side. It will become divide by 4, and hence it will give me 20. So y is equal to 20, and we are going to substitute this value of y in any of the equation. When we do that, if you see here, 5x plus 10, this was our equation 1. Okay, this was our equation 1. So here I have substituted the value instead of y we have written 20. Okay, and this way we are going to substitute the value and find out the answer. So let us find out the answer. So x plus 20 into 20 into 2, which will give us 40, is equal to 70. So x is equal to 70 minus 40. So x will be 30. So we will say that there are 30 notes of 5 rupees and 20 notes of 10 rupees each. Now let us proceed towards the second question. Now the second question has two sentences in it. It is about the fraction. The denominator of a fraction is twice more than its numerator. So denominator has a fraction has a numerator and a denominator. So we consider the numerator as x and denominator as y. And then we look at the first sentence which is given to us. Okay, so let us have a look at the first sentence which is given here. See, this is the first sentence. That will be a first condition. Okay, so let us see one by one. Now what is given? The denominator of a fraction, that is the first part. The denominator of a fraction. So that's what I've written here, which is y. The denominator is y. Yes, denominator is y. So we write down that. Then is 1 more than twice its numerator? So it is more than twice the numerator. So let us check. What is twice the numerator? So twice means 2 and numerator is x. Yes, so we'll have 2x. Then now let us look at the sentence once again. The denominator of a fraction. So denominator of a fraction is 1 more than twice its numerator. So for denominator, the red part, denominator is what? Y, and it is more, right? So as we have mentioned this sign here for this more. Okay, then twice its numerator. So for that we have written 2x. Now since y is greater than 2x, what is it? It is greater by 1. Okay, so we will do bigger number minus smaller number. So we have here 2x minus y is equal to 1. So when we solve this, we are going to get y minus 2x is equal to 1, and when we'll rearrange it in a form of x plus y, we'll get 2x minus y is equal to minus 1. Now the next one is, if 1 is added to the numerator, the next condition. Let us have a look at the next condition which is given in our question. Okay, so let us have a look at that. So if 1 is added to the numerator and the denominator, So if 1 is added to the numerator, you'll get x plus 1, and if 1 is added to the denominator, you'll get y plus 1. So how will a fraction look? X plus 1 upon y plus 1, and that ratio is going to be equal to 1 is to 2 is what is given here. Yes, and hence this is how, from by cross multiplication, we'll get our equation 2. Okay, now so let us see how are we going to write down this. So let the numerator of the fraction be x and denominator of a fraction be y. Okay, then we will say therefore the required fraction is x upon y. Then according to first condition, denominator of fraction is 1 more than twice its numerator. So y minus 1 is equal to 2x, which we have already seen. So minus 1 is equal to 2x minus y, and hence we get 2x minus y is equal to minus 1. Now after this, according to the second equation, we saw a fraction x plus 1 upon y plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 2 will cross multiply. So 2 into x plus 1 is equal to 1 into y plus 1. So now open the brackets. So 2 into x is 2x, 2 ones are 2. 1 into y is y, 1 into 1 is 1. So 2x minus y, x and y we bring on one side and we take all the numbers on the other side. So when 2x remains there only, plus 2 goes on the other side, it becomes minus 2. Y comes on the left side and becomes minus y, and 1 remains as it is. So when we solve this, we get 2x minus y is equal to minus 12. Now if you look at equation 1 and 2 carefully, they are same. Yes. So when we have same equation, we cannot solve it by adding or subtracting the equations. So what are we going to do here is, we are going to consider certain values of x like 1, 2, 3 on our own. Okay, whatever values we want. And according to that, we are going to substitute the value of x in any of the equations, like 1 or 2, because they are the same. So when you substitute 1 in place of x, you'll get the value of y. When you substitute the value of x as 2, you'll get the value of y. And when you substitute the value of x as 3, you'll get the value of y. So 2 into 1 minus y is equal to minus 1. We are substituting it in the equation in all the three cases, and when we do that, we are going to get y is equal to 3, y is equal to 5, and y is equal to 7. So these are not only the answers. When we'll consider different values of x, we'll get different values of y. So this equation or this question can have many answers. Okay, so the fractions are 1 upon 3, 2 upon 5, 3 upon 7, and so on. There can be many more depending upon the value of x. Now, let us study the third question. The sum of ages of Dipika is 34 years and Priyanka is older than Dipika by 6 years. Find their ages. Now, let us have a look at the picture given there. Suppose the first picture is of Priyanka, and the second picture is of Dipika. So, I consider their ages as x years and y years, since we don't know. Now, since it is given that the sum of the ages of Priyanka and Dipika is 34 years, so x years plus y years will become 34. Yes, and that is a very easy equation which we can form. Second one is given, Priyanka is elder to Dipika by 6 years. So if Priyanka is elder to Dipika by 6 years, so x will be greater than y. Yes, and x will be greater than y by how many? By 6 years. So we always do greater number by the smaller number. So x minus y will be 6. Okay, now since we have equation 1 and 2 easily, we'll see how are we going to write down this entire. Okay, so how do we write? We say let the age of Priyanka be x and the age of Dipika be y years. From the first condition, x plus y is equal to 34. From the second condition, x minus 6 is equal to y, or x minus 5 is equal to 6. Okay, so that way we'll get adding equation 1 and 2, because we have y with the opposite signs plus and minus, so we can easily add, and which will give us y will get cancelled. Okay, y will get eliminated, and what will be left is x plus x, which will be 2x, and 34 plus 6, which will be 40. So when we solve this, we have 40 upon 2, which is 20, and on substituting y is equal to 20 in equation 1, we'll substitute anywhere we want. Okay, we'll get 20 plus y is equal to 34. Substituting the value of, see here, we are substituting the value of x here, okay, in this place. Okay, when we do that, we get y is equal to 34 minus 20, which is 14. So x was whose age? It was Priyanka's age. So Priyanka is 20 years old, and y was the Dipika's age. So Dipika was 14 years old. Okay. Thank you.